You are watching ABC 7 News at 5:30.
Welcome back. It's official now. Paul Grochowski is the new chief of police for Sarasota County Schools. Today, we finally got the opportunity to sit down with him.
He explains some controversy in the past and tells us his goals for the future. ABC 7's Taylor Torregano is live at the Landings with how Chief Grochowski plans to build a department from the ground up. Taylor?
Good evening, Jacqueline, Scott. It was easy for me to see just how eager Chief Grochowski is to embark on a new journey here in Sarasota. Of course, safety protocols and hardening every school is his first priority, using the lessons he's learned from 22 years in law enforcement.
For a better part of an hour, we negotiated to this woman to try to get her off the overpass. She was suicidal.
It was 2014. The woman wouldn't come down from the Port St. Lucie overpass, so Sergeant Grochowski went up.
I got her to allow me to climb up onto the turnpike overpass with her.
20 feet above zooming cars, he convinced the 20-year-old that there was a life worth living. And now as chief, it's this same crisis intervention and tragedy prevention that will serve as the foundation of his new police force.
The ideal part of this job is prevention. Working with people in crisis, working with our counselors, our school psychologists and psychiatrists, and identifying bullying, stopping the bullying, identifying the victims of bullying, getting them to help.
It's that level of involvement he wants to instill in 3 sergeants and 24 officers, all to be trained to make a difference in these students' lives.
We are going to be their guardians, and that's my commitment to our students and our families out there.
Taking responsibility for the students' mental and physical well-being is a big job, but in addition to the major hardening of every school campus, the chief's confidence is in the people he's finding to fill out his force.
They're the who's who of law enforcement: NYPD, Chicago PD, Baltimore, Massachusetts State Police.
The list goes on, together averaging 21 years of experience, with the new chief already working around the clock.
Love it. Love this job.
Grochowski says he feels supported, focused, and ready.
I'm here to do a job, and I am here to provide a service, and it's going to be an exceptional service.
Now, the chief says they have a 24-hour, 365-day fully staffed facility to monitor what will soon be 5,000 camera feeds at every single school campus in the district. His swearing in officially is tentatively scheduled for next week. I'm reporting live at the district. Taylor Torregano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Taylor, thank you. The threat of an active shooter with stronger weapons has some members of the Sarasota community trying to get better protection for police officers. The Sarasota Police Foundation is trying to raise $50,000 for ballistic vests like this one. They're called Level 3. Police currently use Level 2. Supporters say they're trying to avoid having police use tax dollars.
The target is $50,000 to basically equip all the sworn officers, about 170 people, with what they call plate carriers or ballistic grade vests.
Is this kind of a sign of the times, Jeff?
Well, I think it is. I think we're seeing a lot more violent activity in the media throughout the country. We want to make sure that our law enforcement officers are as well protected as possible.
For more information on the fundraiser, you can head over to our website at mysuncoast.com.
In less than 30 minutes now, the Northport Police Department will swear in their new police chief. Chief Todd Garrison will be sworn in at 6 o'clock. His transition into the police department comes after former police chief Kevin Vespia retired in March. The swearing-in ceremony again at 6 o'clock at the City Commission chambers. We're going to hear from him later tonight on ABC 7 News. Members of area law enforcement agencies will pair up with local kids for a morning of fishing in Palmetto. At 8 a.m. tomorrow, the Bridging the Gap Youth Fishing Tourney will be held on the Palmetto side of the Green Bridge. Kids ages 10 to 17 can take part. They'll each get t-shirts, gift card prizes for the longest, smallest, most, and largest fish, and they'll get to take home their very own fishing pole. The hope is for law enforcement to build a relationship with the children whose communities they serve. Great idea.
Like a great time. Yeah, I was thinking so. And hopefully the weather holds off for them any rain showers in the area. Speaking of, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan for a look at our first alert forecast. Bob?
Yeah, there could be a few. Unfortunately, there are going to be showers around during the morning hours. A little unusual pattern that has set up due to this frontal boundary. A little trough of low pressure. On top of that, high pressure has been bounced to the south now because of these two features, and that's giving us that west or onshore flow, which favors morning showers along the coast, and that chance fairly high for some activity to develop. We've had some lightning strikes around. You can see that. Not a lot, not a tremendous amount of lightning, but still they're there with the showers that do pop up. This one may start to generate some lightning here in the next half hour or so, as you see it moving just to the east of Venice now, heading off towards central Sarasota County. Elsewhere, some other showers popping up well offshore, about 30 miles or so. The light rain is for the most part over in near Siesta Key, stretching off to Fruitville and Bee Ridge. This one is not over yet, though, getting some rain near Osprey and just offshore of South Venice. This cell pushing off to the east at 10 to 15 miles an hour. And they move through pretty quickly, but they do produce some pretty heavy rainfall, some tough driving conditions in some cases. So expect a few occasional showers around. Otherwise, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. And then at 11 o'clock, we'll still see the potential for some showers and storms. More so after midnight to 1 o'clock in the morning, that activity will start to pick up again in the Gulf of Mexico. Currently, it's 84, and winds are out of the west-southwest at 6 miles an hour now, and the pressure 30.03 inches, and the dew point is extremely high. It's 78 degrees. While the Futurecast is showing scattered showers occasionally, not much, not very heavy rain for a long duration anyway. And then by 1 o'clock in the morning, we'll start to see a little bit more activity popping up in the Gulf, and especially to the north of us, a little bit better chance for some more widespread storms there throughout the day on Thursday, and even into the morning. There are those showers I mentioned that'll be around during that fishing tournament, so look out for that. Maybe they'll get it in. Right now the chances are pretty good, though, to see some scattered showers at least along the coastal locations. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. A new restaurant and ballroom is coming to Main Street in Lakewood Ranch. It will take the place of the former Polo Grill and Bar that closed down back in April. Restaurateurs Hugh Miller and Greg Campbell, best known for the Pier 22 restaurant in downtown Bradenton, will now open The Grove. It will offer wholesome gourmet meals, including scratch-made entrees, culinary cocktails, and savory desserts. The property is set to receive a complete gutting and a multi-million-dollar renovation.
A Sarasota teenager will travel to Washington, D.C. this weekend after she was chosen to represent the state of Florida by Girls Nation. 16-year-old Emma Bella Rudd leaves Saturday for the nation's capital, where she'll get a chance to meet with members of the Senate as well as President Trump to discuss laws, the state of our nation, and other issues affecting young people. For Rudd, this opportunity is a dream come true.
Ever since I was 11 years old, I've been inspired to be into government and going up to Washington, D.C. every year. So being able to take it a step further, meet the president, go actually in the Capitol Hill, this means the world to me, and it's just a step towards my future.
And after Rudd returns from Washington, she'll sit down with ABC 7's Alan Cohn to tell us all about her trip to Washington.
A Sarasota filmmaker has produced a new award-winning documentary that takes you behind the scenes of the Scripps National Spelling Bee. The film Breaking the Bee takes viewers inside the country's toughest spelling competition. It also explores why Americans of Indian descent have dominated the contest for the last 20 out of 24 years. Also interesting, just how the young competitors train for those spelling bees.
So once their schoolwork is finished, they're probably going to spend 2 to 3 hours studying. Some maybe a little bit more depending upon their level of interest and how close they are to a regional bee. But then on the weekend, that gets to be another level, where that could be anywhere from 4 to 6 hours. And in terms of the study guides, they have lists upon lists upon lists. It's not only lists that maybe they've acquired from different spelling bees that they've gone to, but now you're talking like 20-some years of other spellers.
Right now, that film is making the rounds at film festivals across the country. The plan is to have it in wide release later this year.
A former Suncoast baseball standout providing some late-inning heroics during last night's Major League Baseball All-Star Game.
Fall further back over the next couple of weeks. Here's one into right. Back at the wall. This thing is tied.
That is Sarasota's Scooter Gennett hitting a game-tying home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. The American League would break the tie in the 10th inning to win the All-Star Game for the 6th year in a row, 8-6. But Gennett is one of the top hitters in the National League right now this season for the Cincinnati Reds. He starred at Sarasota High School before graduating in 2009. Gennett had dozens of family and friends at last night's game, and what a thrill he gave them. One they'll never forget.
Exactly, and pretty impressive, and glad to have him from right here in Sarasota.
Yeah. Still to come in your Suncoast News, the world's largest hotel company joining the straw movement. When straws, plastic ones, will be eliminated from all of its properties.
Plus, Ford is recalling more than 500,000 vehicles. We'll tell you why coming up next.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Forester is an IIHS top safety pick for 12 years running, and right now, you can lease a new Subaru Forester for just $229 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP is the largest locally owned CPAP supply company in the area. Is it time to replace your old equipment? The staff at Sarasota Oxygen and CPAP can show you the most up-to-date CPAP equipment and supplies to meet your sleep apnea needs, including portable travel devices and the SoClean automatic CPAP sanitizer. We serve all of Southwest Florida, giving the highest quality of care with the finest CPAP equipment. Please visit our website, sarasotacpap.com.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Are you a food lover, restaurant goer, or home cook? Then check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, and helpful step-by-step videos. And you'll love the restaurant guide with direct links to your favorite Suncoast eateries. Whether you're cooking in or dining out, whet your appetite with tasty tips from Chef Judy at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Imagine a world filled with pillow fights, playgrounds, and the search for the perfect climbing tree. Every kid deserves that world, but 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger. At No Kid Hungry, we're committed to creating a world where every kid eats healthy food every day. We raise funds, we help families, and we lift up communities.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Firefighters are struggling to contain a deadly wildfire that more than doubled in size on Monday, charring more than 9,000 acres of land near Yosemite National Park. ABC's Mark Remillard shows us the damage that fire is leaving behind.
At one of the nation's most celebrated national parks, smoke obscuring the spectacular views.
We've seen just a lot of smoke, the smell of smoke. When we went back to our hotel last night, our clothes definitely smell like smoke.
That's as hot and dry weather fuel a wildfire that scorched more than 19 square miles of steep terrain near Yosemite National Park's western edge. Air quality monitors in the park show levels at very unhealthy, prompting officials to warn visitors that they should avoid prolonged or heavy exertion, or they could risk serious health effects. And making things worse, an inversion layer trapping smoke in the area, limiting air attacks and forcing officials to issue a hazardous air alert. But with many tourists planning trips to the park years in advance, workers say there have been few cancellations.
We actually have not seen any cancellations, which is great, and it's not impacting business, and it's come through 41. Restaurants are still open, everything's still open. I think that's important to get the message out. We're open for business.
The smoke and poor views not deterring these visitors.
You know, we've been planning on coming here for years, and
Finally made it, but a little disappointed, but like I said, we're here.
It's not that easy to actually cancel it at the very last minute, and we all got vacation plan and everything, so it's not that easy to do that kind of stuff.
More than 1,400 firefighters continue to battle the flames, which are threatening more than 100 homes and businesses. The U.S. Forest Service says the fire just 5% contained. Mark Remillard, ABC News, New York.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Just devastating storms out there out west as far as the firestorms go, and those continue. There are high fire dangers continuing out west as a result of a stagnant weather pattern, and we're in that stagnant weather pattern, but we're in the wet side of it. With a trough over the southeast and a weak frontal boundary, we continue to see this westerly flow, moving showers occasionally like we just saw there at the Casey Key webcam overhead. Now, the storms don't stick around very long, and that's what we're going to see, but they do contain some heavy rainfall, and that's what we're going to see also to the north of us. That's when I mentioned the front and trough. Those are the two systems to our north that'll bring higher rain chances to our north. We could see up to 3 to 5 inches of rain over the next couple of days over north central Florida, and occasional showers through this evening and even during the overnight for coastal residents. You'll see that in the radar picture in just a little bit. The radar picture depicts some showers there near Venice. One now, as I mentioned, starting to generate lightning. We talked about that 10 minutes ago, that it's getting up there. And then notice this action out here in the Gulf, just kind of flaring up, all pushing in our direction. So although it's quiet now in Anna Maria and Longboat Key and also northwest Bradenton, you may see an occasional shower by, say, 8 o'clock tonight. 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight as that moves on shore. This one here, particularly just to the southwest of Venice and South Venice, has the potential for generating a lightning strike or two in the next 5 to 10 minutes. There's the airport right there to give you a perspective of where that is. It's pushing to the east at 15 miles an hour. So it should be out of there within the next 10 to 15 minutes. Now, 0.4 of an inch of rain fell just southwest of DeWitt. We're not seeing the 1 to 2 inch of rain totals. That's simply because the storms are moving pretty quickly, and they're not that widespread. More widespread rain anticipated to the north of I-4, I think, over the upcoming days. The reason why some of that rain is going to be heavy to our north is because of the front and the trough. Those two factors create a little more lift in the atmosphere, which causes the storms to get a little higher in elevation. And you can see this dry air has been punched down to the south now, too, due to those systems. Well, here's the future cast, and you can't put all your stock in this. I think there'll be a few more showers around in the Gulf of Mexico. And tomorrow morning around sunrise, yes, showers and an occasional thunderstorm. The daytime heating will allow more lift and more storms to form, especially as they move toward the center part of the state, I think, tomorrow afternoon. But for the most part, we are looking at occasional showers through this evening. A little less action expected over on Saturday, though, as some of this lifts to the north. And Thursday, though, and Friday, we'll still see occasional showers moving onshore. And then rain chances sliding a bit on Saturday. West winds will stay with us, as I mentioned, and that's not good news for the red tide sufferers, especially in South Sarasota County. Temperatures around the area a bit cooler because of the increased cloud cover and brief showers in the mid-80s there. Rosedale, though, at 89 degrees, Laurel Oak at 88, Lake Sarasota 88 degrees, and Northport you're at 89 at this time. So for boating and beach tomorrow, not the best. We'll see some clouds, occasionally some sunshine. Southwest winds at 5 to 10. The seas will be pretty light. You'll have to dodge a few showers if you plan on boating. And then Thursday, the rain chance at 50%. Slides a little bit on Friday. Saturday, the best of the two, it looks like, as far as avoiding the heavy rain, and more showers anticipated on Sunday. And that continues through Wednesday of next week. Temperatures staying above average on our lows, too, into the upper 70s to low 80s. Back to you.
Okay, Bob, thank you. Time now to check your first alert traffic for the drive home. US 301 is backed up heading north between 63rd Avenue and State Road 70 in Bradenton. The southbound lanes are looking clear at this hour. Scott?
Jacqueline, a recall alert tonight. Ford is recalling 500,000 vehicles. The company says they're at risk of rolling while in park unexpectedly. The recall affects 2013 to 2016 Fusions and 2013 to 2014 Escapes. Ford says the problem is cushions called bushings that help reduce vibrations. In these affected vehicles, the ones that attach the shifter cable and transmission can come apart. That can cause the vehicles to then roll while in park. Ford says no one has reported an injury due to this defect.
And despite some technical glitches, Amazon Prime Day was a big success. Prime members bought more than 100 million products during the sale. It calls this year's Prime Day the biggest shopping event in its history, with sales topping Cyber Monday, Black Friday, and Prime Day last year. Amazon also says that small and medium-sized businesses that sell goods through the website did more than $1 billion in sales.
The world's largest hotel company is joining the straw movement. Marriott International plans to remove plastic straws and drink stirrers from all of its 6,500 hotels and resorts worldwide by next year. Marriott says the move will eliminate about 1 billion straws and 250 million stirrers by next July. The push to ban the straws gained traction after a viral video in 2015 showed rescuers removing a straw from a sea turtle's nose. Plastic straws are too small to be easily recycled, and many of them wind up in our oceans.
I remember that video. It was almost hard to watch because it was horrible. Yeah. Well, entertainment news is coming up next. Stay with us.
Temperatures are rising and the deals are heating up during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota. Get KBV's 2017 Best Buy Award overall winner, the Chrysler Pacifica, for just $23,999. Or save big and get the new Chrysler 300 Touring with an MSRP over $30,000 for just $21,999. That's a savings of over $8,000. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota today.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TruStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
You now have the power to prioritize your Facebook feed and get local news and information from the team you trust. Go to the ABC7 Sarasota page on Facebook. Give us a like. Then click following and choose See First. That's it. Customize even more by choosing notifications. Choose breaking news, posts, live videos, anything you want to see in real time. Take control of your newsfeed and stay connected to what's happening in your community with ABC7 on Facebook.
In entertainment news, the life of the late actor Paul Walker will be celebrated in a new documentary premiering next month.
Walker, who shot to fame as the star of the street racing franchise Fast and Furious, was killed in a car crash back in 2013. He was a passenger in a Porsche when the driver of that car crashed into a light pole, causing the car to burst into flames. The documentary, I Am Paul Walker, will feature family footage of Walker and interviews with his family members and friends. The film will premiere on August 9th.
After nearly 40 years of filmmaking, actor Denzel Washington appears in his first sequel. He'll soon be seen reprising his role of retired CIA agent Robert McCall in The Equalizer 2, a sequel to the 2014 original. When asked why now at the film's premiere on Tuesday, Washington said, quote, "A good story, great teammates." Writer Richard Wenk said he's even got a third Equalizer partially written, at least in his head, but it's up to how the audience responds to this movie.
Here's a sneak peek at Rami Malek starring in the Queen biopic Bohemian Rhapsody. The second trailer for the movie shows the singer and band at various stages in their career and a first look at Mercury's relationships both with men and his longtime partner Mary Austin. Bohemian Rhapsody begins rocking big screens on November 2nd. Well, the 2018 ESPY Awards have arrived, and there's nothing like an award ceremony to liven up kind of a slow middle of the week in sports.
Certainly. Well, here's ABC's Marcy Gonzalez with a preview from the red carpet.
Off the fields, courts, and ice, and into a different kind of spotlight.
And the ESPY goes to...
Tonight, athletes and teams will battle for bragging rights at the 26th annual ESPYs.
Kevin Durant.
The celebration of the best sports performers and performances of the year, hosted for the first time ever by a woman. Recently retired race car driver Danica Patrick.
It's an honor. Hopefully I make you laugh, and then there are going to be plenty of elements though that are going to have much more, deep emotions.
Among the awards being handed out tonight, Best Male and Female Athlete. Best Team and Best Game. It's gone! And a somber turn as the Best Coach Award goes posthumously to Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School's athletic director Chris Hickson, assistant football coach Aaron Fies, and cross-country coach Scott Beagle, all killed in February's mass shooting. And tonight, the Arthur Ashe Courage Award is set to honor the women who spoke out about abuse by former USA Gymnastics and Michigan State team doctor Larry Nassar.
We've all been through something really horrible, but we're all going to get through it together. And I think that's such an empowering feeling, is knowing you're not alone.
A really powerful night ahead with some memorable moments, but of course a lot of fun too. And it's not just the athletes taking the stage tonight. Comedian Jon Stewart, actress Jennifer Garner, and singer Ciara are among the presenters. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And right here on ABC 7 tonight, the ESPYs, you can see it at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right. I'm looking forward to it. Well, stay with us. We'll be right back with more news and weather.
Excuse me a minute. Hi, Dad. No, don't try to get up.
Hi, I'm Julie, a right-at-home caregiver. And if I'd been caring for Tom's dad, I would have noticed some dizziness that could lead to balance issues. That's because I'm trained to report any changes in behavior, no matter how small. So Tom could have peace of mind.
We'll be right there. We have to go.
Hey, Tom, you should try Right at Home. They're great for us.
The right care, right at home.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Outback is an IIHS top safety pick for 10 years running. Lease a new Subaru Outback today for just $249 a month. Or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
A decade of war has taken an unprecedented toll on our men and women in uniform.
Hundreds of thousands of our veterans are suffering from the trauma of war.
At Justice for Vets, we believe that every veteran should have the opportunity for treatment and restoration. Get involved and go to justiceforvets.org.
Help put treatment within reach of veterans in crisis.
Veterans fought for our freedom. Now it's our turn to fight for theirs.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Stephanie Webb. Tomorrow, the Florida Railroad Museum is hosting a groundbreaking ceremony for its new Paris station.
We'll have the preview tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast. John?
So we're watching a frontal boundary kind of stalling out to the north and the high-pressure ridge down to the south. The combination brings predictable weather for the next several days. We'll talk about it.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Hunger is a growing problem in our area, and a huge number of Suncoast residents are suffering in silence.
It could be your coworker,
your child's classmate,
or your friend fighting to secure their next meal. But you can help.
ABC 7 is partnering with local organizations to help feed the Suncoast.
Go to mysuncoast.com/hunger to join the fight. Help us.
Help the hungry.
Watch Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7, weekdays starting at 5.